Hey everyone, it finally happened. We got snow. Very excited to take the mini truck out. Part of the mini truck is driving in the snow. Why I'm really excited is it gives you a chance to shake down the car in the snow. You're going to find any problems that arise with braking issues, traction issues. Get a feel for the car, how it does brake, how it handles, if it's going to oversteer, understeer at certain points. I wanted to test the four-wheel drive opposed to the two-wheel drive and see how that works. And of course, driving on the road, it's great, but in order to do those things, you really have to take it out into a controlled environment. Now, what I like to do is set myself up into some type of back lot somewhere in the middle of nowhere where you can't hurt anyone but yourself. You take on that risk when you do this yourself. So take this into a parking lot. Get it sideways. We're gonna try and see what's happening with the grip. We're gonna put it in all-wheel drive. We're gonna put it in two-wheel drive. Check out how this thing manages its weight distribution in the rear. That's the biggest thing that I want to see. The understeer, actually incredible so far. A few reasons I believe the front end performs so well. It looks like it's got equal length drive shafts. The axles in the front, they look like they're equal lengths. That gives the thing a special weight distribution where it's not going to torque steer from side to side because it's going to pull to one of the shorter or longer sides of the axle, if that makes any sense. Next is the weight distribution of the Subaru in general, because it's not a midship where the motor's in the middle of the vehicle almost. It gives it a good weight distribution from front to rear. That, combined with the independent rear suspension of the Subaru, really sets this thing up for some beautiful driving dynamics in the snow so far. But in order to test that, like we said, we got to take this thing out and try and drift it and do something with it and try and get it sideways and see how it reacts. Let's do this. In four-wheel drive, this thing just wanted to go straight. Wherever you point the wheel, you send it, it's going. So right now we're just going to try and put it in two-wheel drive. It's open diff. We do not have rear diff lock that we can assign just to the rear wheel yet. If we can add that, that would be amazing. But for now, we're just going to try and get it to power over a little bit, just using throttle and some just simple weight transfer. Now, it doesn't seem to want to stay sideways drifting once it's drifting. Because it's open diff, once you get it spinning like that, even through first gear, you can change into second and just keep the RPMs up. So a Gymkhana machine, it may not be, but that's not what these are set up for, honestly. Even with the diff lock, you're still just going to be able to do some good donuts. You're not really going to be able to go nuts fully with it. This isn't the best of conditions, but it's still a good test. We're not sending it yet. We still want to see what this thing's going to do, but we're going to do that in the future for sure once we get the hang of this little thing. You can see from the marks we're biting down into the pavement a little more than we should. If you were on a really slick surface, you could probably keep the tires spinning for a longer duration and hold the drifts a little better. Because when you get in some patches of snow, you can see that it actually did a decent job.
Go drive up to that snowman, we'll take a picture.
Second. just a blast owning this thing so far. Getting to take this out here and test this like this, it really gives you great information and feedback on what this thing's going to do. If you ever get in trouble on the road, if you're ever on the highway or something, you're just going to know how the thing's going to react. And that's the most important part of doing this. I think everyone should do this with their car at some time to get a feel for it. Any questions, let me know below. We will see everyone soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. It's awesome.
That's fun.
It's so fun. So fun.
Okay, here. Now return off.
Good job. Just leave it. Your parking brake on. The thing's a hoot. It's a hoot.